For decades, nuclear propulsion has been the missing piece of deep space travel. But now, everything's about to change. NASA is preparing to launch its first nuclear-powered spacecraft to Mars, and it could redefine how we explore the solar system. In this video, we will break down how this mission works, why it matters right now, and what it could unlock for the future of human exploration beyond Earth. At the center of this mission is a spacecraft known as SR-1 Freedom, designed to become the first interplanetary vehicle powered by a nuclear fission reactor. Unlike traditional spacecraft that rely heavily on solar panels, this system introduces a compact nuclear reactor capable of producing continuous energy regardless of distance from the sun. That single shift changes the entire equation of deep space travel. The reactor itself is relatively modest in scale, generating around 20 kilowatts of electrical power, using high-assay, low-enriched uranium, commonly known as HALEU. While that number may sound small compared to terrestrial systems, in space, it is more than enough to sustain advanced electric propulsion systems over long durations. Instead of short bursts of thrust like chemical rockets, this approach enables a steady, efficient push that can operate continuously for months. To convert heat from the reactor into usable electricity, the spacecraft uses a closed Brayton cycle system, a method similar to power generation techniques used on Earth but adapted for the vacuum of space. Supporting this system are advanced heat pipes and specially designed radiators made from lightweight composite materials, which help regulate temperature and maintain efficiency. What makes SR-1 Freedom especially significant is not just its technology, but NASA's approach to building it. After decades of ambitious but unfinished nuclear propulsion programs, the agency is now focusing on a streamlined strategy. Instead of aiming for perfection, this mission is intentionally designed as a practical demonstration, a 70% solution. By combining one new nuclear system with proven spacecraft technologies, NASA is prioritizing reliability and speed. This shift in mindset is crucial. For over 60 years, nuclear propulsion concepts have remained largely theoretical or experimental. With SR-1 Freedom, the goal is finally to move from concept to operation. If successful, it would mark the moment nuclear propulsion becomes not just possible, but usable, opening the door to faster, more flexible missions across the solar system. While the propulsion system may be the headline, the mission itself is focused on something equally important: preparing for future human exploration of Mars. SR-1 Freedom is not designed to land on the Martian surface. Instead, it will serve as a carrier platform for a specialized payload known as the Skyfall mission. Skyfall consists of 3 small aerial drones, similar in concept to the Ingenuity helicopter that previously demonstrated powered flight on Mars. However, these next-generation vehicles are expected to go far beyond simple flight demonstrations. Each drone will be equipped with ground-penetrating radar, allowing it to scan beneath the Martian surface in search of ice deposits and other critical resources. This capability addresses one of the biggest challenges in planning human missions to Mars: uncertainty. While scientists have strong evidence that water ice exists beneath the surface in various regions, its exact location, depth, and accessibility remain unclear. The Skyfall drones aim to provide precise, localized data that can confirm where future crews could safely land and access essential resources. In addition to resource detection, the drones will survey terrain in detail, identifying stable landing zones and mapping potential hazards. This kind of high-resolution data is essential for mission planners who need to minimize risks for future crewed operations. Instead of relying solely on orbital imagery, they will gain a much clearer understanding of conditions on the ground. Interestingly, the role of SR-1 Freedom after deploying the Skyfall drones is still under discussion. One option is for the spacecraft to perform a flyby and continue its journey through space. Another possibility is entering orbit around Mars to support further observations or relay communications. This uncertainty reflects the experimental nature of the mission. Ultimately, Skyfall represents a shift in how exploration missions are designed. Rather than focusing only on discovery, this mission is about preparation, laying the groundwork for human presence. By combining advanced propulsion with targeted data collection, SR-1 Freedom becomes more than a spacecraft. It becomes a bridge between robotic exploration and the next phase of human activity on Mars. Beyond the mission itself, SR-1 Freedom is part of a much larger strategy that extends well beyond Mars. At its core, this initiative reflects a growing recognition that long-term space exploration requires a reliable and continuous source of energy, something that solar power alone cannot always provide. One of the most immediate applications of this strategy is on the Moon, particularly near the South Pole. Regions such as Shackleton crater are of great interest because they may contain water ice and other valuable resources. However, these areas also include zones of near-permanent darkness, where sunlight is limited or entirely absent. In such environments, solar panels become far less effective. Nuclear systems offer a solution by providing consistent power regardless of lighting conditions. This reliability is essential for supporting habitats, scientific instruments, and communication systems over extended periods. It also enables operations in locations that would otherwise be inaccessible. NASA's roadmap reflects this shift toward nuclear-powered infrastructure. Following the planned 2028 launch of SR-1 Freedom, the agency aims to deploy a lunar reactor system around 2030. This would serve as a foundational element for building a sustained human presence on the Moon. By the early 2030s, the goal is to establish operational systems capable of supporting crews for extended stays, with further expansion planned in the years that follow. This approach represents a transition from short-term missions to long-term presence. Instead of visiting destinations for limited periods, future exploration efforts are being designed with permanence in mind. Reliable energy systems are at the center of that vision. In this context, SR-1 Freedom is more than a single mission. It is an early step in building the infrastructure needed for continuous human activity beyond Earth. By demonstrating nuclear propulsion and power generation in space, NASA is laying the groundwork for a future where exploration is not limited by distance, time, or sunlight. It is a shift that could redefine how humanity approaches the entire solar system. SR-1 Freedom represents a turning point in space exploration. After decades of research, nuclear propulsion is finally moving toward real-world application, offering a new level of efficiency and flexibility for deep space missions. From supporting drone exploration on Mars to enabling permanent infrastructure on the Moon, this technology has the potential to reshape how humanity operates beyond Earth. What makes this moment especially important is its practicality. It is not about distant concepts, but near-term execution. If this mission succeeds, it could mark the beginning of a new era where space travel becomes faster, more sustainable, and far more capable than ever before. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on space exploration and scientific discoveries. And don't forget to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.